Good morning and a happy Monday. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Wealth. Three things that we will talk about: what the autumn holds, oil's pivotal week, and the week ahead, where we'll touch upon Fed retail sales and quadruple witching. The US stocks capped off a topsy-turvy trading session with a second straight week of decline, continuing a stretch of volatility that many say is a bellwether for autumn months. Gyrations in high-flying tech stocks have injected volatility into the broader market, a rapid about phase after a summer where US shares marched steadily higher. Shares of Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft and Alphabet fell about 4% or more the previous week, weighing on the broader market. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq have now lost about 4.8% and 7.2% respectively over the past 2 weeks. Their worst such stretch since March. The Dow is also down, has fallen about 3.4%, so comparatively a lower decline. Though Friday's moves were muted, the moves throughout the week have been jarring and at times reminiscent of the intense volatility that roiled the market in spring, as the US first came to grips with the pandemic. On Tuesday, Nasdaq tumbled into correction territory, which is a total drop of 10% from the recent high. It dropped from a record into the correction at the fastest pace ever. The next day, the index lodged its biggest point in percentage gain since April. So it's been a volatile week. To some investors, it's also a harbinger for the bigger swings to come in the autumn months, which tend to be the rockiest for the stock market. Stocks face challenges from economic recession, tensions between US and China, and the prospect of uncertainty after the presidential election. Many investors have already been betting on more volatility around the US presidential election, wary that the outcome may not be known for weeks. Investors turn to traditionally safer investments like government bonds, sending the 10-year yield down to 0.66 from 0.68. The dollar, on the other hand, edged up. WTI crude was little changed. Gold was down slightly 0.3% to 1940. In other markets, Euro Stoxx 600 on Friday gained 0.1%. Shanghai Composite was also up 0.8% and the Nikkei was also higher by 0.7%. Oil faces a pivotal week. OPEC and the IEA offer market assessments today and tomorrow, while Saudi Arabia and Russia chair a meeting on Thursday to review whether OPEC plus cuts are still staving off oversupply. The background is tense, with prices below $40 a barrel and market structures signaling fears of a glut. What the OPEC Plus says this week will play a big part in deciding oil's next moves. The week ahead, the Fed sets rates on Wednesday, marking the first of the three major bank decisions that we will be getting within 24 hours. The FOMC probably won't take policy action but may clarify how it intends to implement the new policy framework of adopting above target inflation. New projections are also due, something that we will look forward to. On Thursday, the BOJ will meet and they might stand pat as well, while the BOE, which is your Bank of England, should hold but lay groundwork for more easing given all the action that we have seen with Brexit and the cable coming off. China's August activity is due on Tuesday, will probably show the recovery progress further. Bloomberg Economics is expecting a faster growth in industrial production and narrower declines in fixed asset investments and retail sales. The US debt issuances shows no signs of slowing. Even this week, we are expecting $40 billion issuances of investment grade bonds, and more activity is also expected in the junk bonds department. On the sovereign front, the Treasury sells 20-year bonds and inflation-linked debt. Quadruple witching day for US markets is Friday, when the quarterly expiration of futures and options on indexes and stocks occur on the same day. A surge in volatility and trading can follow, something that we have to keep our eyes open for. Apple may unveil its latest Apple Watch at an online event tomorrow. While the company didn't specifically say what will be announced, The media invitation title of Time Flies indicates it's about watches, is what is written in Bloomberg. The new iPhones aren't expected to launch until next month. Lastly, US industrial output and retail sales are on tap on Tuesday and Wednesday. The economists are expecting growth to moderate on both and said retail sales are especially important as the data will reflect back to school shopping that informs expectations for the holiday season. It's also the first sprint since the unemployment benefits have expired. So that's what we'll be looking forward to this week. Have a lovely week ahead. Stay safe and healthy and speak soon.